Hi, my name is Amanda Bynum and I am the owner of AJB Law Firm, LLC. Even though I own my own law firm specializing in criminal defense and small business services, I am a public defender at heart. So that means that I still take on court-appointed clients and act as their public defender even though I own my own law firm. If you are a defendant charged with a misdemeanor in Pima County Justice Court, this video was made for you in order to help answer some of those preliminary questions about what to expect in the criminal process and what to expect from me as your attorney. When a judge appoints me to represent you, my role is to look at all of the evidence and facts against you, as well as the elements of the laws with which you're charged, and then advocate for you and advise you on how to proceed in your criminal case based on your own personal circumstances. When I get appointed, the judge will give you my name and phone number. It is super important that you call me and make sure that I have your phone number, your email, and your address so that I can reach you at any time. Sometimes in criminal cases, decisions need to be made very quickly, and there's nothing worse than not being able to find you when I need to get your go ahead on any kind of important decisions. So just make sure that I always have a good number to reach you at. Once I've been appointed to your case, unfortunately, it takes the county attorney's office a long time to get me the information. And it's really hard for me to have a meaningful conversation with you and to advise you about your potential options when I don't have all of the facts and information that the government plans to use against you. For this reason, it's usually not that productive for us to meet until I have that information. And it actually doesn't usually come to me until right before your next court date, called a case management conference. In fact, usually I get those police reports only a day or two before the case management conference, leaving us with not enough time to meet and discuss the facts in your case so that you can make an informed decision. But don't worry, this is completely normal and the judges actually expect it. So at that first case management conference, as long as you've been in touch with me, as long as I know how to reach you, as long as we've spoken, I can usually call in on your behalf, tell the judge that I have good contact with you, update him on the status of the case, and then let you know about the next court date. So that saves you from having to come to court when nothing really substantive is happening. Well, as soon as I do get the police reports in your case, I'll call you, I'll have you come into the office so that we can discuss exactly what's going on and what your options are. During this first meeting, we're going to discuss what the charges are, and that includes the penalties and what the actual elements of the crime are. We'll also discuss the facts and the evidence that the government plans to use against you. We'll talk about good facts and bad facts and how those might play out in front of a judge or a jury. We'll discuss whether there are potential defenses and whether or not it's a good idea to actually go to trial. Many times you're given an option of a non-trial disposition, meaning that you can make a deal with the government in order to avoid harsher penalties at trial. If there is a plea offer, it is always your decision whether or not you go to trial or accept a plea offer. But you would do that only after having spoken with me so that you really understand evidence, the law, and how they will be presented in front of the trier of fact, whether that is a judge or a jury, and whether or not you want to take the risk of going to trial based on the facts and evidence that are specific to you and your case. If you decide that taking a plea offer is in your best interest, you can actually get all the paperwork and everything signed during your meeting with me. The only thing you'll have to do is go over to Justice Court, which is right across the street from my office, to get fingerprinted, and then you can call in and do the change of the plea over Zoom video hearing. If you decide that you do want to go to trial, then at that next hearing, we'll tell the judge you want to go to trial, we'll pick a new court date. It's important that you call into that hearing so that you can tell the judge that you know when your next court date is and that you know that a trial can proceed in your absence. Usually trials get set several months into the future, and that has to do with backlog on the court calendar as well as my need for time to interview the witnesses and prepare an adequate defense. Again, it is always your decision whether you want to go to trial or accept a plea offer, and I will do my best to advise you about the risks and benefits of both situations. I hope that this video answered your questions about what to expect in a misdemeanor prosecution and what to expect from me as your attorney. Of course, if you still have questions that I didn't answer, feel free to call, text, or email me, and I will get back to you and answer any questions that you have. Thanks for watching this video, and I look forward to representing you.